The birth of a newborn brings immense joy to a mother. But on the other hand, the task ahead of the mother is a usually daunting and sometimes shocking experience, especially for new mothers. One needs to be psychologically prepared for this because not being ready may lead to unexpected mood disorders. Depression is a common mood disorder that affects at least 5 to 10% of mothers each year.
Depression is a disorder of the mood where somebody will feel unhappy, they'll be sad, some might neglect themselves or even neglect the baby, they feel worthless. It starts slowly, not suddenly. So you will, somebody who is staying with you will start noticing something is not right.
Depression that comes with the birth of a newborn is known as postnatal depression. It is a period where the mother gets emotional after giving birth, usually occurring between 4 to 6 weeks after.
Postnatal depression is actually common in our setup. Like you'll see like 1 out of every 10 mothers who have delivered, you will see statistics of like 1 out of the 10 suffering from postnatal depression.
There are 3 ways in which postnatal depression may occur.
Many mothers, when they deliver, they suffer what we call blues, maternal blues or baby blues or postnatal blues. That is a mild form of depression where they get irritable and they are sad, but that one clears on its own. And that one can start even on the 3rd day, can start immediately. Then we have the postnatal depression, which can start later on, but within a month's time. So immediately you are likely to see postnatal blues, but as the days go by, then those who are predisposed to depression might suffer from postnatal depression within the first 1 month. Then there's the severest form, which we call puerperal psychosis or postnatal psychosis, which is a very severe illness. Most of the time it will require admission because the patient will start seeing things which are not there, that is hallucinations. They might start having beliefs that there's something wrong with the baby, and they might even hurt the baby.
A mother who is experiencing postnatal depression will usually exhibit signs that are similar to those of depression, though different mothers experience symptoms with different variations. A spouse or a close friend may help the mother identify that she is suffering from depression.
It is very easy for the person who is living with this particular mother to identify, especially if they know them from before. And that's why we advise, even if you're expecting a baby and you plan to have a house help, to get the house help even earlier than the baby, before the baby comes, so that they can get used to the environment. They also get used to you. So somebody who knows you very well will discover when you become irritable, you cry for no reason in quotes, and you become very anxious. Some will neglect the baby. The baby will cry. They will not have the maternal instinct to pick up the baby. Some will not remember to change the baby's diaper. So if you've been with this person, you are likely to see they'll even have outbursts. They might answer you rudely. They might refuse to talk to you. They might refuse to eat. They might not get sleep. So everybody, and again in psychiatry, again we say the person suffering from the disorder rarely will notice. It is the people who are living with you will notice. But in our setup, when mothers give birth, there are many visitors. So we are still a very social society. If you're going to visit somebody who has had a baby and you don't find them excited the way you would expect, don't just leave them and forget. It's good to follow them up and see, are you eating, are you feeding? Find out from the person taking care of them.
Other symptoms are feeling of unworthiness, low self-esteem, or loss of concentration. Postnatal depression has no specific cause. However, factors that surround its existence are a combination of biological, psychological, and social factors.
We know mothers who have had history of depression before. They are at higher chances of suffering depression when they have delivered. So a mother who has been treated for depression before, the gynecologist taking care of her need to be keen on that and observe for any signs of depression. And again, we know there are other factors which might aggravate like if there's no social support at home. First mothers also, because it's their first experience, that might predispose to that. But again, we know there's this explanation that it's the sudden drop of hormones after delivery, although again it is argued that it happens to every mother, so there must be a predisposition for this particular mother who suffers from it.
The norm in society is that bringing up a baby is a woman's job. Therefore, only she can suffer depression. But doctors are beginning to see signs of postnatal depression in fathers as well.
A few fathers will get some form of depression or dysphoria, unhappiness. Although again, when we now give the explanation of hormonal changes, then that's where the reason why the theory of hormonal changes has not been fully accepted, because you also wonder, why do then the fathers who do not have those hormonal changes also suffer from it? But it has been reported in some fathers, but most of the time it's not very severe and it clears on its own. Yes, but this will, for fathers, especially those who are still continuing to work, it will display even at workplace. They might become very bitter, they outburst, they are not performing as good as they used to do before.
Postnatal depression may recur if not treated properly. Treatment involves talking therapy and, in severe cases, medication.
The treatment includes discussing with the next of kin, either the spouse of your friends or whoever has brought you to the hospital, and explaining it's not that this mother hates you, it's not that you're doing something wrong, this is an illness, she's not behaving like this because you're not doing your work right. So part of the psychotherapy includes explaining the disorder to the family members. So once it's treated, then the baby and the mother bonding goes back to normal. But if it's not treated, then the bond will be affected.
Depending on the mother's preparedness before birth, postnatal depression can be avoided. Support from family members and friends also goes a long way in prevention.
If you have family history of depression, not necessarily yourself, either your mother, your sister suffered from postnatal depression or even depression per se, then you watch for that. The other thing is to generally help a mother who has a small baby with a general either household chores. When you visit them, don't expect them to cook for you. If in any case it's you to help them make a meal. Yeah, so social support, help them with the baby. And if you're the spouse, help, make sure, take time. That's why there is paternity leave for the fathers to go and help. At least those 2 weeks, the mother will have adjusted, especially a new mother, first-time mother. It's not easy because you are excited to have a baby, then all of a sudden you find that the baby wakes up at odd times, the baby cries at odd times, and it can be very overwhelming.
If your spouse or friend is suffering from postnatal depression, offer encouragement and support to them. Make sure she seeks help. Encourage them to talk instead of bottling up issues, and try help out where you can.